Guys, welcome back. We're here to talk about the after party discussion of Agatha All Along. Holy shit. Of episode 5, I am so. Look at this. Just look at this. Guys, I just can't believe that ending. I can't believe that ending, and I cannot wait to talk to you guys about it. I'm just speechless. I'm speechless. I truly, truly am. What's up, Zach? Nice to see you. Queaton, how's it going? We just got done with episode 5 of Agatha All Along, and I'm out of holy shit. You said first one, and I'm excited for tonight's episode. You said that episode was nuts. Oh my god, I love that. The end credit song, same. Wiccan is here. Wiccan is here, guys. Holy shit. I am so like, right when she said, when Teen said, oh, is that all what being a witch is about? Is, killing people for your own agenda? And then she said, Agatha was laughing, and she's like, you're so much like your mother. I knew instantly. I was like, no fucking shot. I was like, when I saw the blue magic, I was like, Wiccan, but it didn't really confirm it for me until this image right here. And it goes to the end credits. What a fucking episode. Great episode. This episode beats episode 3 for me. Completely beats episode 3 for me. I loved episode 3. I thought it was the best one. This episode went above and beyond. And my sister Bethany was correct, where usually the episode 5 is when crazy shit happens in Marvel shows. This was insane. This was a drop your mic, F all the haters of the show, because this was the coolest ending to a Disney Plus show since Loki. I swear to God, for like a holy crap moment before it goes on to like the last couple of episodes to end off the series. This was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Swear to God, because he was standing on business, Wiccan here, saying that I'm not letting you ruin what I'm trying to do here. I'm gonna put you in the mud. I can't believe he put Jen and Lila in the mud. I was not expecting that. I don't know where Rio is. There was mention of death in this episode. There was mention of Nicholas Scratch. Agatha killing Alice, did not see that happening. Alice using those powers. I really felt bad for Agatha when like the part of the challenge, or I guess the trial, was leave Agatha behind so her mother could have her and they move on, so they're away from danger to finish the road. And Team didn't want to leave her behind. Alice didn't want to leave her behind. That moment where Alice used her powers gave me goosebumps. I didn't know what was going on. And then when she was sucking up Alice's powers, I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like, she actually doing that? Is she killing her? The emotion I felt in this episode, and just felt so satisfying just to kind of get an episode like this where you feel like I'm getting those vibes again. Yeah, R.I.P. Alice is right. Queen, R.I.P. Alice. Like, I can't believe that. It hurt me so much to see that happen to Alice. She was really trying to save Agatha from her mother, and it looked like that's what Agatha wanted her to do, to get away from her mother, was for Alice to beam her with the magic to get their mother out. But also, it looks like she got a taste for that magic. I don't know if she meant to do it on purpose. I would hate to say that's what Agatha was trying to do, but it looks like when she got a taste of that, and maybe that's what her mother was trying to prove to everybody, that you guys were dumb enough to go along with Agatha, thinking she was good, and thinking she was here, taking you guys on the road to benefit you guys on getting your abilities back and things that you want. But all in all, she's always going to be that killer. So maybe that was all a ploy for, Agatha's mom to go into Agatha to the moment where she knew one of them was going to try to use their abilities to get the mother out of her, to know that she would get a taste of the power Agatha, and it's just a muscle reflex to want to take the powers back. I don't know, because she was so used to just taking people's abilities. Maybe she just got a taste of the magic and said, I want it, and it was just a reflex. I don't know. I really don't know. I would hate to think that this was all a plan by Agatha, but what an episode. It was just what an episode, and the fact that just the reveal of Wiccan was one of the coolest reveals ever. It was the cool one of the look at the Wanda headband there. It looks so cool. So cool. I'm loving it. You said Wiccan is here. I heard they doing another spin-off, and Speed is gonna be in it. That'd be fire. Because if Wiccan is here, where's Speed? And if Wiccan is here, does Wiccan know where Speed is? Where Tommy is? I'm wondering. These are just questions now I have. It looks like he's just been playing dumb to get what he wants, and I'm excited to see is the person he's trying to get back actually Wanda? I don't know, but I am so fucking happy right now because there's a big chance that he might be trying to get Wanda, his mom, back. And if that's the case, I kind of caught on to it. I can't lie, because when Elizabeth Olsen came on the late night show and they were asking, are you coming back? And she was talking about Agatha all along and how she would come back. No, I feel like we're really getting to that point where I do feel like Wanda's going to pop up by the end of the series. And if she does, number 2. This series is going at my number 2 if Wanda pops up by the end of the series. Number 2. I'm so confident in it. I love it. I'm really, really loving it. Agatha mentioned Wanda in the end. She did mention Wanda, like, you're so much like your mother. She didn't say Wanda, but that was enough for me, where I was like, oh my god, about getting magic for her own benefit. You know what I mean? Killing people, you know what I mean? Like, is that what being a witch is about? I knew right away when she said, you're so much like your mother. I was like, no shot. I'm like, no shot. And I was like, thank you. Because I was worried. I didn't know where we were going to go. I didn't know if they were going to go with this actually. I would have been fine if it was Agatha's kid, but I really, really didn't want it to be that. I was really, really hoping it was actually Wiccan, and I'm just so glad he's Wiccan. I'm glad, and the fact that this was Agatha's episode was surprising to me. I really did not think this episode was going to be Agatha's episode, but it was so satisfying. Where, like, I expected Agatha and Rio's episode and Teen's episode to be later, like towards the end, especially Agatha's, but I'm so glad it was now because it was so unexpected. For all I knew, we could have went to a Lila episode. For all I knew, we could have went to a Rio episode. I was not expecting Agatha to be next. And what a way. I just want to talk about the broomstick sequence. I am a sucker for a good broomstick sequence. I love brooms ever since Harry Potter. I don't really want to talk about too much about Harry Potter because all the JK Rowling fucked up shit. But yeah, I love a good broomstick sequence. So the fact that they were all making broomsticks and how to make them fly, you have to like craft them. They grabbed branches, crafted them, switched them off by saying a spell to make them fly, was one of the coolest things ever. Especially the overhead shot where they're in front of the moon. I had goosebumps. I loved that sequence. I loved how it was a chase sequence, and I loved how the witches were, it's like, you're cheating. We're gonna flip you around, and you're gonna be dragged back down to the road because you're cheating the road. This show is so clever. I don't think people quite understand how cool that is. That the show is so clever, the writers are so clever that it would not let them fly over the road. It turned. So the gravity would bring them back down. It is one of the coolest ideas ever. And I'm so glad that they did it. I loved it. I loved it. This is an episode I really want to rewatch. I'm most likely going to rewatch this and run it back probably later tonight. I actually really want to rewatch this episode. I cannot wait for people to break down this episode. This episode was kind of like surprise after surprise after surprise after like, what the fuck just happened? That was my end thought, was what just happened. Especially because we don't know where Rio is. Rio didn't get sucked in the mud. Where is she? Death got mentioned and she disappeared. What's happening? So many thoughts. I got so many thoughts in my head right now. This is what a show should do. No show is doing this right now. It's another clarification. No other show is doing this right now, where it's making people think like this. Like, whoa, oh my god, like, no other show. Crazy. Great episode. Episode 5 was if people weren't hooked before, people are going to be hooked now. That's how good this episode was. Great episode. You said, do we think Nicholas Scratch is posing, well, you said posing teen or whatever, or possessing teen? I don't think so. I really don't think so, only because the fact, I feel like that kind of wouldn't make sense, especially because it looked like Nicholas said, "Mom, please don't do that," or whatever. So I feel like Agatha's son Nicholas is actually innocent. I don't see him doing that unless it was, I really don't think so. And also I think it would take away about whatever teen is doing. I don't know. We really won't know. because I know we got a couple of episodes where we still are gonna get Teen's episode, Wiccan's episode, where he's like him and Agatha are in like some psych ward and like lights are exploding above them from the trailer. I don't really know. I don't see it where it's like Nicholas possessing Teen. I really don't think so. Especially when Agatha said you're so much like your mother. I feel like that wouldn't be a Nicholas thing to do when it's like, unless Agatha knew that it was Nicholas in Teen. I don't think so. I feel like that would kind of take away from this sequence. I kind of hope that's not where they're going, but I feel like this is very satisfying because if this is Wiccan, which it is, and I do think this was Wiccan's actions, I think Wiccan is willing to do whatever he is willing to do to get Wanda back. And I feel like maybe it is meaning to get him out of my way, or so Agatha can't expose me to everybody. I'm gonna deal with them right now so they get out of my way. I feel like that's where we're kind of heading, and I'm interested to see if this is the path we're going on, or do they gotta stop Wiccan now from bringing back Wanda, or maybe what will Wanda's takes be when Wanda comes back, if that's where we're going? Will Wanda be okay with that? This is the path her son went down. I don't know. This is when theories are gonna come in crazy. New Rockstars is gonna have a field day with this one. The amount of theories and crazy ass theories they're probably gonna have, I'm excited to hear what they gotta say, because anything goes at this point. It could be a thing where you could be right. You know, Witchy Mama, which I love that name, Witchy Mama, if that's correct, I love that name. But it could be the factor. It could be the factor if maybe, what if it is Nicholas posing as Teen, and that was that? I don't think so. I don't know. I'm loving it. I'm loving this though. This shot had me at goosebumps. I was like, I gotta rewatch it. What a reveal. What a reveal. Oh man. I'm so happy right now. This episode was nuts. It definitely was. Oh man, I was shocked. They killed Alice. That sucked. She was trying to help Agatha. Yes. Tim Ekin. I don't want to pronounce your name wrong, but I think it's Timakasim. Let me know. Probably said it wrong. If I said your name wrong, I'm sorry. But you said I was upset with the death of the one girl. Yeah, today. Yeah, Alice. Yeah, that sucked. That really did suck. How long is the episode? The episode was short. This episode was like 30 something. I think it was like 32 minutes. This episode was one of the shorter episodes. I will say that for a fact. This episode was 32 minutes long. Jamaica was 32 minutes long. That was a great end shot, and I loved the end credit song. Yeah, same. What a great song to cut to. Yeah, great. Episode was short, like 30 minutes. Yeah. Wish Mommy said, yeah, I'm torn. I'm torn too, because I feel like I could see it where you're coming from, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, would that take away from like, because I feel like I would love the idea that Wiccan's just been playing the idea of, oh, I don't know who I am, because if you play innocent, there's more likely of a chance people will trust you and you can get the thing you want. So I don't know, but I am torn though, and I'm excited to see where we're gonna go, because the ending just had me like excited and just like, what just happened? You know what I mean? You said, I think it's Wook, if I'm correct. You said Wiccan will bring Wanda back at the end of the road. I think so too. We're right there. I think so too. Dude, I hate giving to wait a whole week. I hate waiting to wait. Yeah, you said, dude, I hate having to wait a whole week for another episode. Jazz or Jays or whatever. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. Yeah, I agree totally. Okay, so Bethany said I hated that witch thing Agatha turned into. That was creepy. That was very much like Ring meets like The Conjuring. You know what I mean? Like I thought that was cool. I was like, wow, like the practical effects, I'm very, very happy to see. It was cool. It was really, really cool. Great episode though. I think everybody's gonna be I wouldn't be surprised if this episode's on trending. I really wouldn't be surprised. You said I know. Let me know if is it Jazz or Jays. Let me know. I wish we could just binge it. Same. That would be nice. But I like if we binged it, we wouldn't be able to do this every week. So I really like doing this every week. Witchy Mama, you said it just seems like a complete 180 from what comic Wiccan is. I am reeling though as a huge Wanda fan. Yeah, yeah. I'm so glad. I'm so happy that Wiccan is officially here, though. I'm glad because whether Nicholas took over him for that one moment, Wiccan is here, and that is the thing. I'm gonna be okay if we find out that it was actually Nicholas that took over Wiccan in that one moment. I'm so glad to know that Wiccan is finally in the MCU officially. So I'm glad. I'm glad wherever they go with this. I'm excited to find out what went down because there's a lot of the questions I have. Like, did Agatha really mean to take Alice's powers and kill Alice? Where did Rio go? Where's Rio's place in all this? Was that actually Wiccan? And if it was, what's his means to by the end of getting to the Witch's Road? You know what I mean? I'm interested. We really don't know. Jazz, like the music low. Okay, cool. Yeah. Jamaica, you said, yo, there are 20 people in the chat. Yes, there's 25 people in the chat. Thank you to everybody. I see a lot of the new people here, and I'm just as excited as everybody here, man. Like, so I'm so glad everybody's here to talk about this ending because this ending was crazy, and I would really love to break down parts of the episode, but like I'm saying the parts that I like. The broomstick sequence was a real exciting thing for me to watch because I'm a sucker for a good broomstick sequence. Love seeing it, especially that one. Just seeing Agatha. Like just the turn she was doing on the broom, it looks like so natural for that character where I was like, oh my god, this looks so good. What a great pan, what a great shot, especially over the moon. I was a sucker for it. I was like, I had a grin from ear to ear. I was so happy when I saw that sequence. I was like, this is great. The broomstick sequence is great. I knew we were gonna get one at some point because I saw it from the trailers. But it fits so well. The energy kept the building up where they had to get away from the Salem 7. They had to find a way to get around them. They were caught, they couldn't go forward. They couldn't go back. I loved it. And they were like, let's fly. I was like, this is so great. So I loved it. It was great. It was legit just awesome to see. So cool. You said... Okay, so let's read it. So, oh yeah, where did Rio go exactly? Larry, you said Rio is death like the board said. I know when the board said death. And also, I want to say, did you catch Rio's laugh when they were flipped upside down? So because the road wanted them to stay on the ground because they were cheating the road. I loved hearing Rio's laugh because it was a witch's laugh. Loved it. It was like one of those little things that if you didn't pay attention, it kind of went over your head, but that laugh, it was like, what a witch's laugh. That's so great. So I love seeing that too. But yeah, I kind of figured Rio is death. I didn't really want to say for sure because I saw the Funko spoilers. Someone mentioned it and I did see it. And I was like, is she death? And I was like, it makes sense. Especially I kind of caught on to that in last week's episode when they brought Teen back when he got stabbed. I was like, I think that was Rio that brought him back to life, not Jen. I don't know if anybody kind of spot that look that Agatha gave to Rio when Teen woke back up in the last episode. But I was like, did she bring him back to life? I'm like, is she death? I don't know, but I feel like that kind of confirmed that. But you said, what the heck happens? Nicholas, you said, Jamaica, you said, join the Discord, guys. I'll have to join the Discord in a minute. Yeah, guys, join the Discord. We'll talk about this more in the Discord for sure. We got 37 people in here. Crazy, guys. Make sure to subscribe. We do this every week. Pre-show and after-party discussions about Agatha. I got much to catch up on the chat, guys. I'm trying to read the chat as quick as possible. Okay, so you said, Zachary. You said, Zachary. My name's Zachary, too. Cool. You said, do we think hulking might come at the ends? I don't know. You said you said, I'm curious to know what you mean, Zachary. Let me know. I'm curious to know what you mean. Delane, you said, I wonder how Agatha figured out Teen was Wanda's son. I don't know. I really don't know. What was the thing that gave it away? If anybody caught that, let me know. I really didn't know. But I don't know. Like what could have been? Maybe Agatha's kind of been thinking if it's not my son, because maybe it was last week's episode when Rio said that Agatha, he's not your son, and she thought, okay, then who else would be able to break the spell that got put on me? Someone very powerful. And if it's not my son, I know Wanda had sons, and kind of put two and two together. So maybe it's kind of been, kind of she was been putting it together in her head since last episode. I feel like that could be a possibility, because if it's not her son, it's got to be Wanda's son that is able to break a Wanda Maximoff spell. I feel like a little bit Agatha should have been able to figure it out from day one. If someone's able to break this spell off me that was made by the Scarlet Witch, it must be her kid. But I did like the build up to this, because what a reveal. One of the best reveals ever, I think, probably in Marvel, of a character. This was cool. This was really, really cool. Okay, so let's keep going. You said, Bethany, yeah, Delane, how that happened is it's like she all of a sudden had new knowledge. Yeah, exactly. Nicholas said, wait, someone explain to me the end of the episode. Okay, Nicholas, the end of the episode, which I definitely recommend you watch, was Wiccan's reveal. Wanda's son, Teen, being revealed as Wiccan. We now have that reveal that this is Wiccan. This is Billy Maximoff. Awesome. So I just can't believe that happened. I definitely recommend you watch it, though. It was a really, really great episode. We got 43 people in here. It just keeps going up and up. Thank you for everybody being in here. Really much appreciated. So let's keep going. You said, Justin, the only con is the episode was so short and no end credit. I'm okay with that. This episode was so good. It felt like it was perfect. It felt like everything that happened, it didn't need to extend anymore. It didn't need to be, it felt like it didn't, it felt like it wasn't even too short. It felt like everything that happened in this episode was perfect. It felt perfect. I really didn't feel like it needed to be any longer. But, you know what I mean? I understandably so. I know not a lot of people really like the runtime of a lot of these episodes. So I can respect that, though. But I felt like it was perfect. I felt like it needed to do what it needed to do. And it gave us this cool, holy shit moment where I feel like an end credit would have undid that reveal. So I'm glad we didn't get one. You said, Nicholas said, what the flashback was he seeing the future? What that flashback was he seeing the future? I'm confused. What do you mean about the flashback seeing the future? I don't know what you mean. Let me know what you mean. We got 51 people in here. Wow, guys, make sure to subscribe. We do this every week. Pre-show and after-party discussion. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's keep going. Oh no, that laugh was, yeah, yeah, you said, oh no, that was a great laugh. It really, really was. Okay, Beth, you said, yeah, Justin, I keep waiting for the end credit too. Jamaica, you said, will she have the comic accurate look? Who knows? Who knows? Okay, so Delane, you said, now the scene of Jen climbing out of the dirt in the teaser trailer makes sense. Okay, I don't recall that. I have to watch the teaser trailer again. Okay, so Larry, you said no. I think Jen brought him back, but Agatha begged Rio not to take him. Okay, I think Jen brought Rio not to that makes more sense. That makes a little bit more sense. Okay, cool. Bethany, you said, oh, that makes sense. If Rio is death, she couldn't bring him back. Okay, yeah, it does make a little bit more sense. Ain't no way 34 people. Dude, it's crazy. Thank you to everybody being in here. Truly. Bethany, you said, I can't wait for your Patreon live react. I can't wait to upload my reaction to this episode, guys. If you guys want to watch my reaction to that moment, subscribe to my Patreon. It's only $5 a month. It's definitely worth it. I think it's Tim. I don't want to pronounce your name wrong, but I'm just gonna read what you said. Okay, so you said Hawking is Wiccan future husband in the comics. Oh yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, we know that Wiccan said, oh, my boyfriend worries about me. So could possibly be, because I don't know if anybody caught that earlier in, I think it was in episode 2, when they're in the car and Teen was talking and, Teen got a phone call and said, oh, my boyfriend worries about me. So could be so. You might be onto something. Wouldn't that be cool if Hawking did show up at the end? I think that'd be pretty cool. I think they are gonna do Scar instead of hulking. That is Jamiggy. That is a damn good theory. I was actually thinking of Scar in my head. I actually was. So the fact that you mentioned him is crazy because I was like, that's who I was thinking of. So you might be onto something. That actually would be a cool kind of like difference for like the MCU. Instead of doing like hulking, they do Scar because we know that that's the other Hulk that's on Earth right now is Bruce's son. So that would be cool. That actually would really be cool. Or Smart Hulk son, I guess you could say. Um, let's keep going. 38 people. Let's go. He should have been introduced in Captain Marvel 2. Who? Scar? Let me know. I thought Teen would have had a red magic like Wanda. No, he has different because remember in WandaVision he actually had blue magic. Which I don't know. I don't know why that is. I guess it's just different. What is it? Okay, Bethany said, did you notice the other witches had blue eyes at the end? Yeah, because it was Wiccan controlling Jen and also controlling Lila, which I thought was really cool. Okay, so Witchy Mommy said Bethany Wiccan's magic is blue in the comics, also in WandaVision. Yes, there you go. Okay, so let's keep going. House, you said the spell is broken, which is why she knew who he was. Okay, yes. Good on you, House. Yeah, that's good. That's actually really good. I didn't even put two and two together because I was like, because they were kind of paying attention to his mouth and it wasn't there anymore. Where I was like, oh my god, does she now know? There's no guessing. So I guess that maybe what he was saying earlier kind of caught up at that moment because the spell was broken. Maybe, I don't know. Jen, you said he made the witches throw Agatha. He made the witches throw Agatha. Yeah, he did. Yeah. How is the spell broken? Question mark. Delane, you said Bethany in the comics, Wiccan has powers like Wanda's blue. Yeah, basically, and Wanda's main power is Age of Ultron was mind control. Yes, of course. Due to the Loki's scepter. Due to the Mind Stone. So yeah. Okay, let's keep going. I guess the Tesseract technically no, it was Loki's scepter. What am I talking about? I'm losing it. Okay. Okay. So let's keep going. Justin, you said I think she knew he was Wanda's son when he said get away from her the same way Wanda did when Agatha had the kids hostage in WandaVision. You can see in Agatha's face. Oh my god, you guys are cooking. Justin, let's go back. House, you guys are cooking because you guys are kind of making things make a little bit more sense where that's when she would know. Love that. And I want the people that made the show to confirm these things. You guys, these are theories that I want you guys to say on X because and at like the creative team behind Agatha because I'm actually am now thinking is this what other people are going to be pointing out. So wow, great on you guys for I feel like you guys are onto it, on top of things. So that's great. Okay, you said, oh, gotcha. Okay, and you said, thanks. Okay. Delane, you said, so for sure, this is Wiccan. That's awesome. Yes. Teen spelled out Nicholas. Yes, I did see that. Delane, you said, Bethany, I think the Coven really gave it away as Wiccan. So I think it's safe to say he is Wiccan. I think so. I think he's Wiccan. I think if it's cool, I don't know how to say this. It's like TJ, I think it's TJ 42. TGIF. I'm gonna say TGIF 42. For sure. Rio spelled out death and laughed. Yes. Yeah, it's true. See, you guys are pointing out like little things where I just didn't pick up that thing right there. Okay, so the Astro, you said we can finally say it's Wiccan. Well, yes, we can finally say it's Wiccan. Let's go. Yeah, we can. It's so cool. Okay, so Delane, I think Joe is going to play a great Wiccan. Honestly, Delane, I completely agree. I think Joe Locke is great. Great casting. I'm really loving the energy he's bringing. I think he's going to play a great Wiccan. I completely agree, especially when we get Young Avengers. Hopefully we do. I really want to see him interact with I think it Eli Bradley, and also was it Kamala and Kate. I just want to see all that interaction go down. I think it's gonna be really, really cool. So yeah, I completely agree. Okay, so you said Astro, I am loving the Wiccan look. Joe Locke looks like a beautiful man. He looks awesome. And I'm so glad they got him because he's a damn good actor, and I think no one was more perfect than him to play this role. I really do think so. Like he looks the part, and it's just great casting all around. The casting people over at Marvel really knew what they were doing when they got him, for sure. Okay, so you said, Jim Iggy, if they do Scar, they need to fix his haircut. I agree. His haircut. Yeah, I didn't like the haircut. Okay, so let's keep going. You said TJIF42. You said, is Alice actually dead? I think so. I think Alice is actually dead, which sucks. I really do think so. I can't imagine how they would bring her back necessarily, but who knows? I do think she actually is dead, though. I do think so. Okay, so Astro, you said Wiccan has blue magic from the comics. Yes. Powerful witch. Yes, of course, yes. Astro, you said the most powerful from the fifth cosmos. Okay, sick. I didn't know about the fifth cosmos. That's really, really cool. Man, I think she's totally dead. Yeah. That's so sad if she is. I completely agree, Astro. It really, really does suck. I was surprised when it happened. That's awesome, Delane. Thank you. Okay, so Delane, you said, well, Rio is still on the road because she wasn't in the last scene. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Rio went somewhere. Don't know where she went, but she's clearly wanting to cause chaos. We can all agree on that. I feel like I don't know. It keeps flipping for me, where it feels like one moment she's like, you're not taking Agatha. That's what she said to Agatha's mother. You're not taking her. And then they're like, I think Jen said, you wanted to kill her a minute ago. And she's like, oh, but like her mother's not having her. So I'm confused. Maybe since she is death, and I'm assuming from what I've gathered, they had a relationship, Rio and Agatha. And maybe she's like, if anybody's going to have her soul, it's me. I'm going to be the one to do it. It's like a kind of like a, I want to say kind of like a, I guess kind of like a crazy kind of love, where she's like, no, I want her soul. I love her that much where I want her soul. I want to be the one to take her out. I don't know. We'll have to just wait and see, but that's kind of my guess on it. Okay. Rosalind, nice to see you. You said hi. Teen finally has powers. Yep. Yeah. The reveal is Wiccan. Wiccan is finally here. Yes. Okay. So Delane, you said, I think he's had powers the whole time. I think he has too. And he's just been, cause he got the spell off of Agatha. So yeah, he's had powers the entire time. I think what he wanted to do was get more power, I think, or become stronger. I don't really know. I don't really remember the consensus behind his reasoning for wanting to go on the road. Besides, I think he wanted to join a coven. They really didn't specify what he was trying to do. So I don't know. Yeah, but we kind of think we all knew he had powers the whole entire time. Okay, so Bethany said, yeah, Alice was so, I was so shocked. I wonder what unlocked that. Was it getting rid of her demon is in the last episode? Yeah, Alice had powers where it did look a lot like the powers she kind of gained by the curse, because they were kind of that same color from last episode. So I felt like that was kind of what she earned by defeating the curse, which was really, really cool. I really loved seeing Alice use her powers like that. I got goosebumps. It was so cool, because even she was shocked what she was doing. So I thought that was really, really sick. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so you said, Rosalind, you said level 18 has powers now. That's great. Yeah. You said, Delane, you said, I think he lied about no powers because he really wants his mom and brother. I think so. Okay, so Ash, you said, so where's his brother? Great question. Great question. I feel like that could be the possibility of what Delane said, where maybe he wants his mom and his brother. Maybe he was somehow was fortunate enough to find that soul, that vessel finding a body, and he wants to get the rest of them back. We really won't know until these next episodes. I'm so excited to figure out where is his brother, or is he trying to get his mother back, which I feel like that's what he is doing, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm a big Wanda Maximoff fan. I love Wanda, and yeah, bro, look at this. Besides the error, which won't get off my screen, which we'll just do that. Look, I got Wanda right up on my screen. This is my screensaver. I love Wanda Maximoff. Love her. I think I have a Funko Pop here. Do I have a Funko Pop? Yeah, I do. Look at this. This isn't the only one I have either. Where's my other one? Is my other one here? I think my other one is broken. I gotta fix it. But look right here. Wanda's great. I love Wanda. So the fact that Elizabeth Olsen might be showing up at the end of the series makes me very happy. Okay. So you said, let's keep going back. Okay. So Rio. So where's his brother? Okay. So Delane, you said Rio was probably collecting Alice if she is dead. Probably. Astro, you said, I think Speed will be in Vision Quest. I think that's what I heard too. Okay, so you know, be in Vision Quest. Delane, you said if they're talking, if they're taking the reincarnation. Wait, I can't pronounce that. Rare road. I imagine he's in the diff body. Yeah. Bethany said, so is Wiccan bad? I don't think so. I think he's just thinking what he's doing isn't bad. He's trying to get back his mother and probably his brother. So maybe he thinks what he's doing isn't bad. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Because he's not bad in the comics. Okay, so no, he just wants his mom, I think. Yeah. You're kind of saying the same thing I'm saying, Delane. Yeah, you're kind of right there with me. Okay, so Garden Gamer, you said he's going to wish for his family back. In my opinion, you're probably not wrong. I feel like that's kind of around the idea of what he's going to be doing, wishing for either his mother and brother back, or maybe wishing for everybody to come back in terms of his mother, brother, and his dad. I don't know. Okay, so what else? He's going to wish for his family back, in my opinion. Okay, yeah, you said in the second episode, Teen said he wanted powers to be able to fly and stuff, but I think that was a cover up for his real reason. Yeah, makes sense. Astro, you said, I agree. I think Wiccan just wants his mom. I also think he isn't evil. Maybe he just wants them to be safe off the witch's road. I'm so gonna dance on the Halloween and sing the ballad. Yeah, that's great. Okay, so Rosalind, you said Teen took revenge for Alice. Yeah, essentially. I think that, I feel like that kind of makes more sense, but I do feel bad because, then again, I don't know. Why would he kill Jen? If Jen and them are even dead, I don't know. Maybe, I don't think so. About Jen and Lila, they still have episodes that, especially Lila's episode is still coming up, so I don't think they're dead, but I think he maybe just wanted to get them out of the way. Okay, so Stebby, let me know if that's how you say your name. I think the marsh takes them back to surface. Interesting. It could. Thinking like the mud might take them back to the surface. That very well may be the case. So that's actually really, really cool. Okay, so Delaney said Wiccan was mega triggered when Agatha mentioned his mom. He said bye. Yep. Yeah, he really did. The rock version of the ballad is so catchy. It really is. Astro, you said you're a Wanda and Wiccan fan. My two most fab Marvel characters His characters like and subscribed. Well, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I love Wanda. I really, really do. So I'm you guys don't understand. Like, I really want her to pop up at the end of the show. I really do. And I'm thinking, it's not a coincidence. She was on, I can't remember if it was Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon, talking about her return. So yeah, I really do think she's gonna pop up. So thank you to everybody that's joined. Thank you to everybody that's subscribing. My goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers, and we do this every week. We do a pre-show and after-party spoiler discussion streams. So we're going to be back next Wednesday at 7:50 for the pre-show discussion to talk about what could go down in the newest episode of Agatha, and then we come and do the spoiler review around 9 or 10 o'clock. So yeah, stay tuned. Okay, so let's keep going. Okay, so if Teen took revenge on Alice, why did he throw the other witches off the road? Jazz, you're asking the same question I'm asking because it kind of doesn't make sense. Okay, I think so too. That's why we seen Jen crawling out of the dirt. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay, so Bethany said, "Hey, Astro, Buff, yeah, Zach loved Wanda and Wiccan. I do. So the fact that I'm just so happy. I'm so glad that the universe is really being built, and the fact that we finally have Wiccan officially is so fucking cool to me. I'm so happy. And the fact that I've been preaching and saying that Wanda was not dead at the end of Multiverse of Madness, and I really do feel like she's gonna pop up at the end of the series. I have a feeling. And I'm really, really hoping I'm correct. I hope so. Okay, yeah, Jen's not dead. Rosalind, you think Jen's not dead? Or Jen's not dead. Yeah, I thought you meant Alice for a minute. Yeah, I don't think Jen's dead because I think we see her more in the trailers and things. I don't think she's dead. Alice, on the other hand, I think she is. Sam, you said, I honestly didn't want Miss Hart to come back at the end, but if it brings Alice back, then I will take it. I kind of want Alice back too, but I do like how there's consequences. And there's actual stakes. So I don't know. If she comes back, if she's the only one that comes back, I will take it. Miss Hart, on the other hand, I want her to come back, but at the same time, I kind of like what we're doing here. And I don't know if I want to, unless it's done in a really great way where I'm satisfied by them doing that. I don't know. I'm kind of in between bringing people back. Okay, let's go. So you said, honestly, bring them back out. Okay, you said, Resident, it takes them back to the surface. Jen's not dead. Okay, yeah, I did hear you say that. Rio didn't come out of the house at the end of the episode, so she's gotta be the key to fixing all of this next episode. And maybe, Dion, maybe you could be onto something. If Dion Brown, I think that's how you say your name. Let me know. Dude, Teen could be Billy. I think he is. I think he definitely is. Although Teen, I think, is Billy. I think this episode, the end, was them saying it's Wiccan. It's Billy. It's Billy Maximoff. I feel like that was the end. I feel like that was them clear as day telling us, here's Billy Maximoff. Here is Wiccan. So, yeah. Okay, so you said, Delane, you said, Dusty, yes, they're not dead. There is still 4 more episodes. Delane, you said Teen is Billy. The crown gave it away. Yeah. Also, the blue magic. Also, yeah, Delane, because I know the crown that Billy has, Wiccan has in the comics, is more like the crown that he had in WandaVision when he dressed up on Halloween. It's more of like a metal band that he has, like, and then it just wraps around. I do like the crown though. The crown is dope. I think it really represents his mom very well, so I really like that it's the crown. Maybe he'll get the band look again when he gets his official costume, but I'm curious to know, what do you guys prefer, the crown or the headband? Like, actually looks like a headband from WandaVision. I'm curious which look you like the most, because that was kind of the comic accurate look that he had in WandaVision when he was like dressing up for Halloween, for the Halloween episode. But what look do you guys prefer? I really like the crown though. I really, really do. It's cool. Astro, you said, I am not a divination witch, but I like witchy stuff, and I am, and I, he said, And I am also an astrologer. Okay, okay. Okay, so Delaney, you said, to be fair, they really should have left Agatha with her mom. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was kind of like, you can't leave her here, because this show, and again, the fact that, and this is why I give praise to the show so much. This show is able to make us really care for Agatha, especially the way her mom was talking to her, saying that I should have killed you right when I gave birth to you, was crazy work. I was like, wow. When she's like, you are evil, when her mom said that and everybody was looking at one another, I felt bad for Agatha. And this show has been so good to make me care for this character and be, because mind you, that's what the goal of the show was supposed to do, and they did it very well. Like, I was like, wow, like if a show can make me hate, like, love a villain, it's the same consensus of Loki. Loki is a villain, but we loved Loki. The show of Loki was meant for us to love that character and to empathize and care for that character. I'm feeling the same way about Agatha, but I'm feeling very kind of like, was it really, did she mean to take the powers like that? I don't know. I'm kind of like, I feel like when she said I didn't mean to do it, I feel like she actually didn't mean to do it. I feel like it could have been the fact that it was a reflex, and her mother maybe had that planned, where knowing that someone would try to use their magic to get her out of Agatha, knowing her mother, knowing that she would suck the powers, it would just be a reflex. I don't know. I really don't. Okay, so you said all, yeah, all due respect, yeah. Agatha pretending to be possessed by Miss Hart was so I thought that was hilarious. I thought that was funny. Okay, so you said, Rosalind, in episode 4, Agatha, all along, Rio says that Teen is not her biological son. I did catch that. And I was like, okay, so I was like, at this point, it's only one other explanation. I kind of led more to, I do think that this kid is actually Billy. I feel like at that point I was like, yeah, this is not Nicholas. I think this is actually Billy, and I think maybe that's how it led to her to think, okay, and put two and two together, you're actually Wanda's kid. I feel like that last episode when Rio said that was kind of Agatha then having the wheels turning and saying, oh shit, I know who you are. And I loved that. I thought that was really, really cool. Okay, so Tyson, you said, I think Sharon will come back by the end, possibly based on the actress statement of 7 and 8 being her favorite episodes, lol, and could see the road getting her off since she didn't belong. Okay, I like that theory. Could be. Oh yeah, Zach, that's a good point. The crown is really cool. The crown is really, really cool. I think, okay, and Astro said, I think like the crown more to show the relation to his mother. Yeah, I feel like that was also kind of another way of the writers of the show saying that, guys, this actually is Wiccan. Look at the crown. Because I think a lot of people, if they did show the headband, some people would be like, so who's he supposed to be? But I feel like when it was Agatha saying you're just like your mother, and then on top of the blue, on top of the crown that looks and resembles Wanda's crown, it kind of was a nail on the head. This is Billy. You know what I mean? There's no other theories. It's Billy. Like, it's clear as day, which I did like. Okay, so you said, let's go. Yeah, like your mother. Yes. Beth, you said definitely the crown. Definitely the crown. Okay. Tyson, you said the Halloween episode will always be my favorite fave, but the sleepover episode was cute with the color scheme. Yeah, like the look that they had for the kind of, in this episode, for the sleepover based episode in this episode, I really did enjoy. It seems very 90s, the aesthetic, which I really did like. I thought that was very, very funny. It also reminded me a lot of, like, yeah, because I think if I'm correct, like 13 going on 30, like when she was younger was around the 90s, I believe, because the hair, or maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just a party she had. I think it was the party she had. Yeah, I think it was just the theme of the party. But regardless, yeah, I love that the 90s look right there. I thought that was really, really cool. Yeah, Astro, you said, Bethany, girl, we are on the same wavelength, lol. Delaney, you said, well, now we know the Nicholas Scratch is dead. Yeah, I felt like that did kind of confirm it of hearing him say his Nicholas saying mom no. So yeah, I feel like yeah, that kind of yeah, points it out that he's no longer alive. So yeah, I feel like that kind of answers that question. So yeah, Delane, I just want to give you a shout out. You're making things so clear to me because even then I was thinking, oh, like I wasn't thinking, oh, is he dead? Even though it was through a Ouija board. So you're kind of like clearing up some theories that I would have. That I'm like, oh, that makes so much sense. So I appreciate you. Thank you. You know what I mean? Okay. So you said, well, we know he gets kicked off the road. Okay, so teen gets kicked off the road because we seen that scene of him conjuring the road by himself. Okay, I have not seen that. You guys are seeing things that I'm not seeing. Are these TV spots? Let me know. Okay. You said Astro, love, so true. Okay, episode 5. Okay. Delaney said, well, we know the teen. Okay, I did read that. Leroy, you said Leroy. Let me know if I'm saying your name right. So if it's Wiccan, who cast the spell to keep him from revealing anything and why? That's a great question because now I'm thinking, was it Wiccan doing that to himself to kind of to kind of be the? I don't know. I feel like could he have used that to be like, oh, like I don't know why. You know what I mean? I don't know. Or could it have been Wanda that did it? I don't know. Great questions. Who knows? I'm curious to know if anybody has an explanation for that. You said it's for sure Wiccan. Also, it's matches the Funko Pop leak. Where's the episode 5? Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, matches the Funko. Okay. It's not 90s, very 80s. Okay. I get sometimes I get the 90s look and the 80s look sometimes confused, but it kind of the, you know what I mean, same thing, but yeah. But yeah, I loved the look. I thought that was really, really cool. Leroy, you said no, I think it was Wanda who put it on him. Okay. Bethany, the scary wait, you said the sensory reminded me of Strange Things. Okay, I don't know what that is. Bethany said, yeah, it felt like it was 80s. Okay. I don't think he could be Wanda if she was dead before he appeared. Leroy said, I don't think he could be Wanda if she was dead before he appeared. Huh? I'm confused what you're saying, Leroy. Let me know. Will, you said, how did Agatha suddenly know he was Wanda's son? I think I do think it was like, Delane said earlier in the chat that it was the fact of the way he said, get away from Alice. At that point, Agatha saw a lot of when Wanda said to, Agatha in WandaVision, stay away from my kids, get away from my kids. So I feel like that could have been an explanation of how she knew. On top of also, she probably put the pieces together. Who would be able to break Wanda's spell that put me in this, hex of me not being able to break out and be who I am? You know what I mean? I feel like she kind of put the pieces together. Okay, so you said Alice in Wonderland. I like that. Alice in Wonderland, that's cool. I am surprised they killed same. Rosalind, you said, I have a theory. I think Teen's mother is Scarlet Witch. I definitely think so. Teen is now confirmed as Billy. It is Wiccan. I do think his mother is Scarlet Witch. I feel like the episode confirmed it. Okay. Let's keep going. You said they said that it's possible to do it yourself. They told him nobody like to put it on themselves or anyone else because the spell is very messy. About getting on the road? Is that what you're saying? They said that it's possible to do it. Okay. Delaney, you said, I think Alice knew she was gonna die, but she did it to save Agatha from her mother. Yeah. Yeah. Demand. Yeah, I think it's Demand or Demand. I'm bad at pronouncing names. Um, you said I think they mentioned it in episode 2 or 3. Okay. Will, you said did Billy say the same thing Wanda said in WandaVision to Agatha? I don't know. I don't know. Great question. I don't know. Uh, Leon B, you said Will. You said at Will. I think she has had her specifications from her from the moment she saw that what he said single letter Rio told her that it wasn't Nick. Okay, yeah. That's what I'm thinking too. When Rio said that Teen's not her son, I feel like she kind of put two and two together. I think it kind of led to that. Yeah, Agatha is fully her regular self now. Yeah, at least I think. I don't know if she meant to do that to Alice. I don't know. If he did put it on himself, we wouldn't remember. He did put it on himself, we wouldn't remember. Yeah, I mean we don't know. So maybe he could have put it on himself to so no one would know, or he wouldn't slip up on who he is. I don't know, or maybe maybe he's so smart to know that like if I try explaining who I am and it doesn't work, maybe they'll be like, maybe that's why you're here. Or we got to figure out why you can't do it. I guess the importance was up because Agatha said the residual was like it will go away when you're not important anymore. So maybe when I don't know about the importance. Maybe just at that point it wasn't important to him anymore, the residual, and that's why it kind of lifted. I don't know. It's kind of a long shot thing right there. Who knows? Okay. You said Agatha is fully okay. Okay, I saw that. Put on myself. Okay. Leroy, you said I don't think it could have been Wanda if she was dead before he appear being the one that put the spell to keep him quiet on Wicked. Yeah, I don't know, because you are right, because when would Wanda be able to put the sigil on Billy? When? It wasn't in WandaVision, at least we didn't see. I don't think it was in Multiverse of Madness, so I do think it could have been Wiccan just doing it himself, so that way that would be a part of the mystery on them not knowing who he is, so that way he could get far into the road to bring back his mom. I feel like it could have been him. I feel like that would be smart enough where he'd come up with that and he'd be able to take it off when it's not needed anymore. Who knows? Maybe they'll explain it. I don't know. Okay. Let's go. You said Fernanda, you said something tells me that Rio and Billy are together on this to get back on Agatha. No, interesting. I don't know. You said Billy was in WandaVision. Yes. Leanne, you said wasn't her son. Yeah, that wasn't Agatha's son. Yeah, we did get that. Yeah. Teen's biological mothers are of Scarlet Witch, same crown. Yeah, exactly. Rosalind. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Teen is Wanda's son. Yes, aka Wiccan. Yeah, and Billy. Yeah. Well, you said the next episode, Billy pulls Agatha back to the road. Okay. That's the thing, is that would he do that? I don't know. See, this is now things I'm thinking. If he put Agatha in the dirt to go somewhere, what would be the reason that Billy would bring Agatha back, Lila back, and also Jen back? What would be the reason? I don't know. Bethany said, "Oh, I get it, Leroy. It wasn't Wanda who put the spell. Yeah, put the silent spell on him because she died in Multiverse of Madness. Died in Multiverse of Madness. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, maybe he did put the silence spell on himself. That's what I'm thinking. Alice, you said we also got Nicholas Scratch. Yeah, we did. Yeah. Delaney, you said if he put the sigil on himself, he wouldn't remember. I get. Yeah, I get what you're saying now. He wouldn't remember putting it on himself. You're correct. You're completely correct. Okay. Okay. Remember putting okay. R.I.P. Nick Scratch. Yeah. Bethany said Nicholas Scratch sounded like a kid still, but he's older than the baby they showed in the one episode. So where is he that he's aging? That's another great question because yeah, why was he able to talk? Nicholas Scratch. He was a baby when Bethany is making a great point. He was a baby when we saw him in the last episode. Or not the one before the last episode. So how was he able to talk? So is he really dead? It's a great question. Okay, so you said I'm referring to the silent spell. Yeah, okay. Um, Leroy, you said Dylan. Delane, you said was conjured by Wanda, and WandaVision disappeared at the end of the show. Okay. You said Leroy said exactly, Bethany. Okay. Alice, you said I'm still confused on how Agatha passed her trial because it seems she failed it to me. Yeah, I don't. Again, these are great questions because I am confused on really what her trial really was because yeah, I don't really know what her trial was supposed to be about. It was supposed to be about punishing Agatha. She technically was punished outside of the trial, but she wasn't punished in really the trial, unless her punishment was like doing I don't know. It was was the punishment what the mother was doing to get Agatha to do what she did to Alice? About doing something she didn't want to do? I don't know. Or maybe was the punishment supposed to be her staying there and them leave? But it failed, and it was one of those things where it just happened by accident, where she still technically got punished. She took someone's powers that I don't think she meant to do. I don't know. I really don't. I really don't know. Failed to me. Yeah, Delane, you said if not if they're uh, doing the reincarnation route, he would be he would have been put in a new body. Okay, Alice, no, yeah, John, I completely agree. Damn, we have so many people in here. I'm trying to catch up. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying. I'm trying. Okay. Alice, no. You said her mother could have pretty much set her up to turn them against her because she has still. Wait, you said her mother could have pretty much set her up to turn against against her because she is still proceed what you said processed or proceed or proceed. I don't know what that means. Bethany, you said right, Alice. I thought she totally failed. Why the door open? I don't know. Well, you said I don't think Agatha can control it when someone blasts her. It's almost like their power takes her over, like a starving person eating. Yeah, I feel like it was kind of like a reflex. Like she can't help it; it just happens. Leroy's if he was reincarnated before she did the events of Multiverse of Madness, wouldn't make sense. Yeah, okay. If he was reincarnated before Multiverse of Madness, it wouldn't make sense. Yeah, it had to have been after because of all maybe he was and just I don't know. It technically could make sense because in Multiverse of Madness it was never the same kid. The Multiverse of Madness, it was never the same Wiccan, and it was never the same Billy and Tommy that she was going after in the multiverse. it was never her, Billy and Tommy she made in WandaVision, so it could make sense that maybe it just happened on its own. Maybe it was never something she did. Maybe it was something that happened after WandaVision, but she never knew. We really don't know. We really won't know. Maybe some things will explain itself. Yeah, I really don't know. Okay. Reason Agatha said, sure, you're okay. You said, or the reason Agatha said you are sure you aren't trying to do things for your personal gain. It's because he's trying to resurrect his mother, Wanda. Yeah. Delaney said she passed the trial because they said goodbye on the Ouija board. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yeah, that's how they did it. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. Alice, you said read the full moon represents quick, big, impactful change, and the episode delivers that. Yeah. Will in the comics, Wanda did put the sigil on Billy. Okay. Maybe we'll get an explanation. Maybe by the end of the season, if Wanda does show up, she'll explain things. And maybe Billy doesn't remember. Maybe it was Wanda. Maybe it could have been her at a point in WandaVision. Maybe it could have been a point in Multiverse of Madness. Maybe we'll get that explained. I feel like because they know we have questions like that, or maybe they'll come out and answer it in an article or in an interview. Who knows? Justin, you said Billy also was able to end the Ouija board game by himself without the others. Only a Scarlet Witch and therefore her kids do not need a coven or his book to do spells. Yeah, maybe the book was faked. Yeah, it could have been. Like, oh, I need my book of spells to do spells. No, you actually don't. So yeah, maybe it was faked. Maybe he did it on purpose. Brian, you said that was off the that was off the chat. He gained his crown. Yeah, that was off the it was so cool. You mean off the? Do you mean off the chain? He gained his crown. Yeah, I thought that was a cool moment. Delaney, you said it makes perfect sense. It matches the comics. Yeah. Okay. About Leroy. Yeah. Well, we know Miss Hart comes back. We seen her fully witchy in the preview. I don't know what previews everybody's watching. I'm not watching any previews. So it's going to be, I'm very confused when people are saying that Sharon comes back. People are saying that, that's why I don't watch the preview. I'm not watching the previews, guys. I don't want to know anything. Because for this show, I was like, I just want to watch it and see what happens. I know a lot of other times I'll watch a preview, but for this show, I didn't do it. Ethan comes back. Okay, okay. Alice, you said Sharon having the fake out. Yeah, that Agatha pretending to be Sharon on the Ouija board was messed up. I thought it was real. I thought she was actually taken over by Sharon, but she wasn't. So I was like, wow. Okay, so for Fernanda, you said, I guess either Rio brings the other witches from the mud, giving who she might be, or it was Billy himself because he needs them to complete the road. Maybe. Tyson, you said you're real for the shirt. Oh yeah. Look, yeah, guys, look at this. Yeah, Agatha Harkness. Yeah, of course. I had to rock the shirt. Of course. I've been looking for an Agatha shirt for the longest time. From when the show came out, even when the show was leading up, I always like to get a Marvel shirt. And I was so excited for the show. I was like, I need to get a shirt. Where can I find a shirt? Hot Topic didn't have one for the longest time until they got closer to the show's premiere. And I was like, there we go. Here are the shirts. And I had to buy one. It was like before, I think it was after episode 1, they started getting shirts. So I had to go to Hot Topic. Okay, so you said the road is rolled over by an entity called the Scarlet Queen in the comics. Interesting. So some things I don't know, and if that's the case, I would. Could it be Wanda? Makes sense. Scarlet Witch, Scarlet Queen, maybe. I really do like the sound of that. That's actually really really cool. Okay, so Greg, you said Agatha knew all along he was Wanda's son. I don't think so. I really don't think so. But then again, because there was a sense of always wondering, who are you? And I feel like she kind of thought maybe he could be my son until Rio said, he's not your son. I felt like that's when she started putting two and two together. I don't think she knew all along. I really don't think so. You said, Leroy said, they've said multiverse multiple times and proven it over and over that they're not doing exact comic stories. Yeah, as proven by Multiverse of Madness, amongst other things. Yeah, they're not going to do word for word what the comics are, but they like to take elements and tweak them. I think we kind of know this from everybody that's watched the MCU and also know the comics. They like to tweak things. I mean, we got a Civil War. Civil War. It wasn't really the same. They like to tweak things, which I enjoy. I don't want it to be word for word from the comics. I really don't want it to be like that. Bethany said, "Well, that's so interesting. I didn't know that. Yeah, it is really really interesting." Greg, her trial was to release her power. Her trial was to release her power. Yeah. Her trial was to release her power. That was Agatha's trial to release her power, like let go of that power that she was getting. I don't know. Was that the trial? Delane, you said they did for WandaVision. Okay, I don't know what he said earlier. They said they did it for WandaVision. The stories. Okay, they did the WandaVision. Yeah, they did the WandaVision. Wasn't for word. Yeah. Um. Jeez, man, I'm taking a minute to catch up. WandaVision. Rosalind, you said in episode 5 there was a flashback of Agatha killing her own. A flashback of Agatha killing her own coven. Yeah. That was in the beginning, right? She was killing her coven, which we saw in WandaVision. Yeah, we saw that, right? Okay, Leroy, you said the punishment was to show the rest of the coven what they're dealing with Agatha and Agatha's evil. Yeah. Um, Muffin, you said Billy is controlling everything. It's all wrapping to test Agatha. Interesting. Okay. No, it's not. No, you said no, not one bits. Delane, you said, Destiny. What? Okay. You said in the comics, the boys are part of Mephisto's soul, and then they were reincarnated into different bodies. Yeah, I do know that. And then later, Wanda found out they were her sons. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I do feel like this is their kids, but their souls have went into. They've kind of been reincarnated and put into bodies, and maybe into different people's bodies, and they then found out who they were, and then that's why they were trying to find Wanda. I feel like in a way that we could be getting that kind of reincarnation deal here, where they kind of got reincarnated or got put into bodies, their souls. Then he said, "Oh yeah," Delaney said, "Wiccan put that thing on goodbye on the board." Yeah. Delaney said, "Bethany, yes," and then the door opened. Yep. Alice, this is such a good episode. I have so many questions. Yeah, same. Cruise, what do you say? Cruiser, and crazier and crazier. Yeah. Or curiouser and curiouser. Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm curious. Very curious on where they're gonna go from here. I'm right there with you. You said who made the Ouija board read Nicholas Scratch and help Alice to help Alice. I think it was just um Teen that read it, and then that's when we heard Agatha's kid saying stop, And then I think he said bye or whatever at the end. I think that's what did it and made Agatha stop. Okay, okay, okay. You said who made okay, read that. Delaney, you said I also think Sharon was never on the Ouija because she would have said Sharon, not Mrs. Hart. I definitely agree with you there. I definitely think that it was just Agatha being funny. I think they clarified that in the episode when she said when they all said she's just scared and she doesn't want to do the Ouija board was them calling Agatha out and then she finally did it. It was all an act when she pretended to be Sharon. You know what I mean? So it was just a little funny gag. Yeah, Baron, you said that crown moment was great. Yeah, it was. Teen did. Okay, you said Muffin Teen did. Yeah, I said that. Bethy said same. Delane, it was funny how Agatha did that. Yeah. Uh, Fernanda, you said guys don't fully trust the previews and trailers. Marvel tends to lie. Exactly. That's why I've just been kind of letting things play out and then the theories start rolling. I don't like to watch the TV spots for this show in particular because I'm just so invested. I don't want to get spoiled for anything. So I'm just kind of letting things play out. You said yes, I caught right. Yeah, I caught that right away. Yeah. Delaney, you said Lopez. Okay, you said so far the trailers are pretty accurate. Yeah. Okay. I only watched like maybe like one or two trailers. I haven't watched like the TV spots and stuff, the previews. Astro, you said I have to go, y'all, but this was a W stream. Have a good night. Stay witchy. Yes, thank you, Astro, for coming in here. I appreciate you. Cannot wait to see you back here next Wednesday. Like I said, we started at 7:50 the pre-show stream, so make sure to tune in. Make sure to subscribe, guys. Make sure to like the stream. It helps out a lot. Really, it really does. It helps out tremendously. All right, let's keep going. Keep going. Bethy said, I don't get why Rio was fighting Agatha in episode 2. What was their beef? I don't know what their beef is. I'm slowly felt like I was putting two and two together in episode in the was it the last it was the one before last episode. Yeah, it was last episode where when Rio said her scar was somebody that she loved, and I kind of put two and two together. It was Agatha, and then I did, and she's like, I did something, and that I didn't want to do, and I'm thinking it was taking her son. That's what I assumed, but I don't know if that's accurate. But because I feel like with that wouldn't make sense why Rio wants to hates Agatha for Agatha hating Rio if it is the fact that she did take her son. So there's things that aren't really making sense to me, but I think we still have more to find out about their backstory on why they don't like each other. I think we still have more to figure out here. You said bye Astro. You said Astro. You said bye Bethany. Okay. Delaney, you said I don't know. It seems like they're together, then they hate each other. The lore must be crazy. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm right there with you with that one, Delane. So I'm right there with you. Okay, so you said, Rosalind, you said, I have a theory. There's only three of the witches there. Three of the witches. There's Teen, Agatha, Rio. So they can only be one winner. Okay. Yeah. There will be 4 people that survive the road: Jen, Agatha, Rio, and Teen. Okay. Will survive. Okay. Megan, you said I'm just wondering where Rio was at the very end, collecting bodies. It is her thing. So Alice, yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. We kind of all put 2 and 2 together with that one, and I do think she was collecting that body because I think at this point with the Funko spoilers, I did get spoiled. I was waiting for it to kind of be revealed because I think it's gonna be revealed by her. But in the episode, she did laugh when it did spell death, Rio, and I do think that Rio is death. So she would be collecting the body. Yes, that is so true. Muffin, you said no, but the soul did on the Ouija board. It has to be a spirit that moves the pointer. Okay. No, but the what? What soul did the Ouija board? What soul did the Ouija board? Okay, yeah, I don't know. I think it was when the soul was moving the Ouija board. I think that was Nicholas moving the Ouija board. I don't think it was anybody in the room. Was Agatha was faking at first. Oh yeah, yeah. She was faking at first when she did Sharon. She was. Okay, okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go to the next one. I was faking at first when she was pretending to be Sharon. Yeah. Muffin, you said for the Nicholas name, the pointer moved itself, and teen seen it and ran over. Someone was helping them out. I think it was Nicholas moving the Ouija board to try to tell Agatha to stop, and then that's when he took over Billy and started reading it out and said Nicholas, and then that's when Nicholas was able to talk through and get to Agatha. I think it was Nicholas able that was doing it. I do think so. I think it was Nick. He wanted his mom to stop killing Alice. You're saying the same thing. We're right here delaying on what we're trying to say. Yeah, I think it was Nicholas trying to tell his mom to stop. Okay, so Muffy said, and Rio laughing when the board said death. She has to be death. Exactly, exactly. And I think if I'm correct, Delane said it earlier where that was Rio pretty much confirming she is death. And her not being in the scene at the end when everybody else was being put in the mud, I feel like kind of confirmed she's collecting the body, so she is death. Yes. Okay, so Megan, you said now we know why Lila said Alice don't. Yeah, we do know why. Shit. That's sad when you really think about it. Also, you said Dylan, also the three of swords. The three of swords. Okay. Which means sorrow and loss. Okay. Allegra, you said I saw a theory saying that's this episode's trial was actually divination from Lila, like she warning Alice to not save Agatha, for example. Oh yeah, when she said Alice don't in the previous episode, she's like, what? So yeah, I guess it was her warning saying don't do it. Yeah, things are making sense now. Things are making sense. You said no, it was Agatha's trial. Next episode is, yeah, Lila's. Yeah, okay. But I feel like in the previous episode when she said Alice don't, it was her future self trying to tell Alice not to try to save Agatha. I feel like that was also what she was trying to say in the comment section. But I do think this was Agatha's trial. It clearly was. You said, which means, sorry, okay, I did read that. You said, okay. Rosalind, you said, in one of the trials, I think that real already is a powerful witch. Yeah, you said real is already a powerful witch. Rio's just using Agatha to betray Agatha's coven. Okay. The one in the trailers, I think, is, yeah, because there is a scene in the trailers where Rio had a cloak on and it was green and she was walking in the forest. I think she was maybe a part of Agatha's coven. Maybe, because there's some flashbacks we haven't seen yet. I think we'll be seeing soon. You said, Delaney said, Lila's trial is the one with swords. She will have to use. I think it's been tarot to help them escape. Okay. Allegra, you said your prob's right, but to be honest, I hope this trial wasn't actually real. Delaney, you said also, I'm sure most people caught onto this, but the vines and leaf colors on the road correspond to the witches. Okay, I didn't catch that. I didn't catch that at all. That's cool that you caught that. I thought it was funny that Jen was wearing a restrainer during the trial this episode. Or wearing a retainer on the trial. So, yeah, it was funny. It was funny. Yeah, I do agree. It was very, very funny. Jen was tired of Agatha. They were really about to mark her. Yeah, that's funny. Ellery said also this episode was short and the ending was abrupt. The ending was so abrupt. I thought the ending was perfect. I thought the whole episode was great. Megan, you said I don't know what that means. I think that means like upvote or downvote or this comment. Allegri says about this episode just felt so off. Megan says I need a new one right now. I need a new one right now. I need the next episode right now. It sucks we have to wait a week, but it's gonna be worth it. I'm excited to come back next week for the pre-show. Delaney said yes about least on the 30th we get 2 episodes. True, so true. Allegri, you said true. I don't know what I'm gonna do when this show ends. Delane, same. Same. Also, guys, we are caught up on comments. I'm sorry it took me a little long to read all of them, but this was probably the most comments I've had. Like, I'd say last week's episode was probably the most people we had in stream, but this episode was the most people we had in stream. I'm so excited to kind of look back after I end stream, how many people were in the stream and how many likes did we got? We got 31 likes on the stream. I just want to say thank you to everybody. I know a lot of people subscribed. You guys are helping me out getting to 1,000 subscribers, so I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, me personally, I love this episode. It was perfect to me. Delane, same. I'm right there with you. I thought this episode was perfect. I think this is my favorite episode of the season. So far, I think this is my favorite episode of the season. So I think this, because for a while it was episode 3 that was my favorite, but this is my favorite for sure. You said, Allegra, also, where was the Salem 7? I feel like they should have been outside waiting. I agree. Maybe they're somewhere. Who knows? I don't know. Muffin, you said the fact that I love this show, but I needed longer episodes. I love the show, but I thought this episode the length was perfect. I thought the episode length was perfect for this episode. I thought it was perfect for the first 2 episodes. I thought the third one was good. The last week's episode isn't my favorite, but there are parts that I really enjoyed about last week's episode. You said, let me keep up. Marvin, you said that the fact that Agatha left the children alive for the coven she killed is so she does have a heart, and now they are trying to kill her. Yeah. Delaney said, I think they were hoping Evanor was going to get Agatha. Yeah, probably. You make a good point, Delaney. That and again, probably not. But Delane, you're saying things where like I feel like you could be one of the writers of the show. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because you're giving great responses that when people are saying things, we're like, yeah, what about this? But you're making sense of these things where I feel like they thought Evanor probably got Agatha and they didn't have to do anything anymore. You very much could be right. Rosalind, you said in this episode when Sharon died, they casted a spell to cash in the back, but instead Rio came. But how did Rio come to the Witch's Road? I don't know. Never show mercy. Yeah, never show mercy. That was funny. They summoned Rio. Yeah, they summoned Rio, but they left the portal open, and that's how they got on the road. Bethany said, oh my god, it's funny. That was a great about the retainer. Yeah. Muffin, you said, well, I loved when she did that. Yeah, it was funny. Allegri said, do you guys think Agatha lost her powers that she took from Alice because of the second she showed some magic of her hands, but it wasn't purple like normal, and then the magic went poof and disappeared. I think it probably did. I don't know if she got to keep it. Because if she got to keep it, I think she would have used that probably to stop Wiccan from Jen and Lila taking her to the pit. So maybe she doesn't have it. Maybe it was like it was a test, but she couldn't keep it or something. I don't know. But you make a good point. I really don't know. But it's a good point you made. You pointed out. Alice didn't have much power, so it lasted not too long. Yeah. Larry said, that could make sense. Yeah. I guess I never thought Agatha's powers were for finite though, or finicky. I don't know how to pronounce finity though. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you make a good point though. Like, why didn't it save when she took the power? But I guess, yeah, Alice didn't have much power to take, or maybe it just wasn't enough to kind of for Agatha to have her powers back. It just, she was able to use it for a minute and then it went away, which showed that Alice didn't really have much to give, but she still used her powers, what she had, to try to save Agatha. So it makes it even sadder, which is really, really sad. Delaney, you said her power is taking power, so she basically has to collect power. Yeah. Rosalind, you said Sharon died in one of the episodes, and they tried casting a spell, bringing Sharon back, but Rio came. But how did Rio get to the Witch's Road? I don't know, because they did do it to bring Sharon. No, they didn't bring. They didn't do the spell to bring Sharon back. They did the spell to bring another Green Witch, and it happened to be the Green Witch, which of course is Rio. So they brought Rio there by accident because they were looking for a Green Witch and they were describing it a witch, and it happened to be Rio. So that's how it happened. They were never trying to bring Sharon back. They knew Sharon could not be brought back. You said, Winter, you said, oh my god, Wiccan is here. Wiccan is here, yes. Wiccan is here. My jaw dropped. My jaw dropped. Just Jessica, I'm right there with you. Allegra, you said, yeah, that makes sense. You said, Delane, maybe that's why she had to kill so many witches over the years. Yeah. I don't like the scary stuff and I hated that demon moment in the cabin, so I was glad that didn't last long. Rosalind, Delaney responded to Rosalind saying that's not what happened. I recommend catching up on WandaVision and Agatha. About what? On WandaVision and Agatha. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. What are you saying? You said. Yes, also Agatha got her magic taken by Wanda, and basically she's at one and need her own magic back. Yeah. Winter, you said, where was Rio when Billy put the other witches in quicksand? She was inside getting Alice's body because Winter, I think it kind of confirmed in this episode that Rio is death. So yeah. You said, do you think Wanda will come back? I think at the end of this episode, Wanda is not the end of this episode. The end of the series, I think Wanda is coming back. I definitely think so. I hope so, but I hope we get to see flashbacks on how everything happened. I agree. I'm right there with you. Allegra, you said, yes, I was also wondering about Rio's whereabouts at the end. Yeah. Yeah, this ending was cool. This ending was cool. I loved this shot. Loved this shot. Thought it was sick. What a reveal. Liquor said, okay, you guys, I've got to go, but I hope you all have a lovely night. Thank you, Allegra, for coming in here. Much appreciated. Hope to see you next Wednesday at 7:50 for the pre-show, and then of course around 9 and 10 for the after party discussion. Matt, you said Rio is death 100%. I agree. The Funkos is safe to say Teen is Wiccan and Rio is death. Yes. Yeah, death, exactly. Rosalind, you said, I think that Agatha took Alice's powers, but then killed Alice and then cancel. You said cancel Corvette for Alice, but Teen revenge for Alice, but why did Teen throw the other two off the road? I have no clue. I feel like at that point, Teen's like, or we could just start saying Wiccan. Let's just start saying Wiccan and Billy, but Wiccan at that point knew that Agatha knew who he was, and it's like, I'm not taking any chances. You guys are getting off the road. I can go the rest of the way myself. I feel like that's why he did what he did. That's why she laughed. You said sarcastically when the board said it was death. Delaney, you said, I don't know what you're referring to, but when Agatha takes power, it results in death. Yes. I know that Vision Quest will reveal speed soon. I bet it will. Jessica, I definitely bet it will. I'm super excited to see what's going to be when we'll get Vision Quest. I'm super excited to see the groundwork that we now laid in the beginning of the series about Teen's boyfriend, and now we know it could possibly be Scar instead of hulking. I'm just excited to see where we're going to go with this. I'm excited to see, I do think more than ever now that Wiccan got revealed, I do now think that we are going to get Wanda at the end. I feel like it's kind of obvious that we are going to get Wanda by the end of the series. Like Elizabeth Olsen's going to show up and Wanda's going to come back. I definitely feel like that's where we're going. And I feel like this just makes sense, but we'll just have to wait and see. So you said, okay. Matt, you said, I just wonder how Wiccan is here considering he never technically existed in our universe unless there was some minor incursion where we're unaware of at the moment. Matt, you make a good point. I don't think it's an incursion. I just think that whenever WandaVision happened, there might have been a chance where maybe somehow, some way, they just kind of formed in our universe. I mean, Wanda is able to make reality actually become a thing. So maybe somehow, some way in WandaVision, she did somehow create them, or at least him. And maybe I don't know. Maybe I know it's gonna get explained somehow, some way. I feel like Wiccan throwing off Lila was a bad idea because her trial didn't happen yet. Yeah. Matt, Wiccan was in WandaVision. Yeah. Wiccan was in WandaVision, and technically I would say technically they were real. But I'm saying after the events happened, I do think that it somehow did something to our reality, and I wouldn't be surprised if their souls went to bodies. You know what I mean? And that's how it, or at least one maybe made its way, and it was Billy. And maybe this is him trying to bring the rest of them back. I don't know. You said, I wonder where the witches went after being sucked up. Yeah. I hope. You said, I do, Otto, you said, I do hope they do hulking. I don't know if they're going to do hulking, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did Scar. Scar is the one that's dating Billy. I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like that because we only got introduced to another Hulk, and it was Scar. I feel like just now getting introduced to hulking would be like, where the hell did you come from? So I feel like I would be okay if it was Scar. I would be okay. You said he was reincarnated. That's what I'm saying. He was reincarnated and became a, you know what I mean, and just his soul, you know, and went into a person and got reincarnated. You know what I mean? His soul went into a different body. It's weird how the finale The final you said environment was green. The road was never a full color before. Yeah, that's. I love when people are able to point that out because yeah, it was green. Yeah. Suki, you said funny thing, Rio wasn't there. Yeah. Matt, you said yeah, but the only existed. Yeah, he only existed in the hex. In Multiverse of Madness, they said how they exist in every other universe. Um, yeah, because the dreams were when Wanda had dreams, she dreams they specified in Multiverse of Madness are pathways into different universes. And she saw a universe where her kids did exist with her. That is true, but I do feel like the hex had something to do with them being created and reincarnated. I don't think it was Multiverse of Madness. But we'll just have to wait and see. You said in the last episode of WandaVision, Billy was teen, and I think they were their own beings because Vision was a piece of him from a Mind Stone in her. I think Billy and Tommy were real. Yeah, I think they were real too, but they got put into actual bodies once they got reincarnated once the hex dropped, and Wanda never knew. I think that's really what we're about to find out pretty soon, probably. So I am excited to see when that happens. Pete, yeah, Peace. You said hi, how's it going? Delaney, you said I guess what I'm saying is Vision wasn't real. White Vision is real, yes, and I think Billy and Tommy were real. Okay, yeah. Matt, you said, I think anything will come about with Nick Scratch, or was this it? I don't know. I feel like this could be it because I would be okay with enough where it did make sense where, like, he is dead. That's why he was able to pop up on the Ouija board. And they did say bye to him, so maybe her son is dead, and if that's the case, I'd be okay with it. If we don't go anywhere else with Nick Scratch, I'd be fine with it. I guess. Well, yeah, you said I did read that. You said could Speed come back as a robot in Vision Quest? I don't know. Dylan, you said they exist in every other world, yeah, but ours, because she never gave them up, or Vision never dies, because from Multiverse of Madness, we know that this world is the only world where Thanos wins. Exactly. But yeah, I'm excited, guys. There's so many answers, or so many questions we want answered, and I do think we'll get them in these next couple of episodes. But this was a great episode. I just want to say thank you for everybody in here. It is 11:13. I am going to be ending stream pretty soon here. So I just want to say thank you for everybody coming in. Thank you for everybody liking the stream. Thank you for everybody that's subscribed. My goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers, and you guys are getting me there. Right now, I think we are at like 961 subscribers, guys. That's insane. So thank you for everybody that found the after party stream and found the pre-show discussion stream for Agatha All Along episode 5. Really much appreciated. I love doing these streams a lot. So I just want to say thank you for everybody that found my stream. I literally made these streams every week for you guys, for me. I knew when we got the trailers for the show, and I knew when the show got announced, I knew a lot of people were just gonna hate without giving the show a chance. And I'm always open for the idea of Marvel making new shows, especially for this character that I thought was so interesting, Agatha, when they introduced that character in WandaVision. I was one of the people that asked for a show, asked that I wanted to see more with this character, and the fact that we got this show, and I saw from the trailers that this was going to be a fun, mystical, witchy of a time, I knew I was in. I knew that the show was going to be fun. This show has been such a blast. And I'm so glad that everybody's finding these streams, everybody's finding my channel. So I just want to say thank you a lot to everybody for, coming in, saying hi, telling me your theories. I got introduced to so many new people in the chat. So I just want to say thank you to everybody because this is the most we've had in our Agatha All Along streams. This is the most likes I've had in my Agatha All Along streams. This is the most subscribers I think I've gotten in my Agatha All Along streams. So I just want to say thank you to everybody. You said got you, brother, subbing right now. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. The show is good. Not gonna lie, peace. It is. It's so great, and the haters hate because they thought it was just gonna be a trash show, but it's a great show, and it just goes to show, give things a chance. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't want to give things a chance. I feel like anymore in Marvel. Sad as it is, I feel like we've just after Endgame, everybody's just kind of been like nothing's as good as that, and it's sad. People just don't want to give things a chance anymore. But this show is great, and I feel like a lot of the people that just had the notion of hating the show are slowly starting to realize this show is really good, dude. So yeah, I wasn't interested, but I did like Agatha's character. This show is so good, gonna be fun to rewatch. I'm buying this show on Steelbook when we get a Steelbook. It's going on my shelf. It's going on the shelf. Delaney said, you said, what if Wanda is the mother, Agatha is the maiden, and Agatha's mom is the crone? Interesting. Night, Delane. Delane, it's been a fun time speaking to you. Like, I'll tell you that. It's been great. It's been fun talking to everybody. You said haters are always going to hate. Exactly. But yeah, thank you to everybody. Thank you. And again, sorry if I mispronounce people's names. I'm not very good at kind of like, especially a lot of YouTube names. But yeah, like I said, I just want to say, thank you for everybody that came in, and sorry if I mispronounced your name. But like I said, truly means a lot to everybody that came in the stream tonight, and I cannot wait for next week's episode. It's gonna be a blast. Episode 6 is gonna be a big one. I'm telling you this right now. This is definitely on trending. I guarantee it on X. And also, I'm telling you, this episode alone is gonna make a lot of people want to watch the show. So the view count for this show is about to skyrocket, dude. I'm telling you that right now. So excited to see the magic users in the MCU. Same. I'm kind of bored of the, you said stereotypical superheroes. I'm excited to see more magical heroes. I completely agree. You said Teen spoke with his British accent in this one. Did he? I didn't know this. Okay. You said peace. You said I wonder where Tommy is. We're all wondering the same thing. Hopefully we'll get that answered. But guys, I'm gonna end stream now. Like I said, make sure to subscribe, turn on those notifications, and like this video. We'll be back next Wednesday at 7:50. That's when I will be going live for the pre-show discussion for episode 6 of Agatha All Along. I just want to say thank you for everybody coming in once again. Thank you for everybody that liked, subscribed, commented, told me your theories. Really, truly means a lot. But always, guys, like I said, that was the video, or that was the stream. Hope everybody has a great day, a safe day, and I'll catch you guys next week. Peace.